everyone. So today my intention is to start off the string functions. So string functions are very easy actually, and I have created one table for showing those application of the string functions. So let me go to our database, and I have created a table with full of text. Okay, so I have created that to save some time. I have created previously, so it is, the name is awards, and actually why I created this table, I will take this 30 seconds to share this thing. Like always in all social medias and everywhere, I can see only three type of people. That is either players, means footballers, tennis players, and all those players. One is politicians, and third one is the movie actors, singers, and those people only. So I thought we should also highlight some people who are good, who are doing good apart from these three industries. So I choose some of them. I liked them actually. I like this person who is just a fruit seller and just got Padma Award in India. So I have I have inserted 4 records with those details of those people, a few of those people. So, and it is full of text, you can see, and only one field is integer, that is the year. Okay, so now I will try to show you how we can manipulate this data with some ready-made available functions. Okay, so what I'm trying to mean. So I have created one blog page for that as well. So that link will be available in the description section. So if I check one by one, if I check the functions available here in string, so first one is like left. So what is left? You can see it is saying it takes 2 inputs, text and number of characters. So what is the use? It fetches specified number of characters from the left of the text. An example here, okay, let me write the example by myself here. So here I have a full details of 4 persons. So if I choose winner name only, let me choose only winner name. So obviously I will be able to see 4 persons name. So now if I use our first string function, these are ready-made in nature. In future, we will try to see how we can create those functions by ourselves. But for the time being, I will be using some ready-made functions in this chapter. You need to know how we can use those ready-made functions just in quickly. Actually, we have already done the same thing for date-related functions previously in our chapter date time. And now in this chapter, string-related chapter, we will use the string-related function. All of them are ready-made in nature. So I will use winner name as it was written. If I write 3, so it will take 3 characters from left. So for Harekala Hajabba, it will be printing HAR. For Tulasi Gaura, it will print TUL, kind of that. If I execute, you can see here it is printed. So for Dr. Henry, it will print DR and with a space. Okay. So as I mentioned previously at the time of date time functions, these things can also be applicable for these functions are also be applicable for the variables, for a single value as well. Suppose, let me take something like declare @a as declare @a varchar 100, say. And if I set a value like say binary volt, and now if I select left and @a and comma 3, the same thing, 3 characters from the left of this binary world. So it will also take bin from the left, only 3 characters. So the learning is these functions, these string functions or any functions, we have checked the same in the chapter of date time, if you can remember. So these functions always can be applicable to a list of values or set of values like a field or like a column of a table. Even it is applicable for a single value like a variable. So always it will work in a similar way. So first I will show you some of the application in the real table, and after that I will show you some of the application uh, in the in the variable. Okay, on the top of variable. So left, now I have another one called right. So if I move to right, if I write right function, so now it will take 3 characters from the back or from the right. So for Hajabba, it is printing BBA, 3 characters from the end or 3 characters from the right side. For Goura, it is saying it is printing WDA, the last 3 characters from the right side. So we have some more functions. If I check, we have substring. So okay, let me close this out. I will be explaining all of them, but you can check those link for the all functions will be listed there. So here I can write something called substring. What substring is doing? Substring is taking, suppose from second character, if you want to fetch 3 characters, then you can use substring, kind of that, a part of the string. So here, Harekala, if I write it down, Harekala. So here, this is the first character, this is the second character, this is the third character, fourth, fifth, sixth, and onwards like that. So 2,3 means from second character, means from here, it is taking 3 characters. So here. So that's why ARE is being printed. So if I write 2,4, you can see AREK will be printed. From second character, 4 characters will be printed. So if I make it, if I start from third character, you can see from R it will be started, means from here it will be started, and 4 characters means Rekha will be printed. I think you got the idea. It is very simple. No logical thinking required for this. It is not that important chapter, I am again saying, but you need to know all this. Okay. So what else we can use? So we can have something like replace we can use. So what is replace? In replace, we will be just checking like suppose I want to replace all the A with suppose X. Okay, I do not want to means, okay, let's see first. So all the names, you can see all the A's are replaced by X. Okay, in all the names. Okay, what else we can do? We can make it in uppercase, means all the full name will be available in the uppercase. You can see already we have few uppercase, like H and H was in uppercase, but here everything will be displayed as a full uppercase. So if I write lower, so there are many. If you check, there are many functions available. You will be getting everything in the in my blog, but still I will be showing you few of them. So here you can see the capital H, the initials of name and surname is being replaced in small, and whatever was in small, it is also in small, but those H, the initials of name and surname, are also converted to a lowercase. What else I can show you? Okay, let me put some value in front of binary. If I put some spaces, okay, I do not have any space, any text with space in this table. That's why I am using variable to show the function called trim. So what is the function called trim? I will show you. So suppose we have few spaces before this text, few spaces inside this text, and few spaces after the text. So now first, if I execute this variable, if I want to see this variable, you can see it is having few spaces before, few spaces in the middle, few spaces at the end. You will not be able to understand the spaces at the end until you give something like this. Now you will be able to see the spaces at the end. You can see. or I can write something X, say. So you can see there is a distance between D and X. That means those spaces are there. So now if I use trim function, what it does, it trims initial and ending spaces only. The middle spaces will not be removed. Let me show you. You can see there are no spaces now at the beginning of the text, even at the end of the text. There is no gap between D and X. So the spaces are being removed. But you can see the spaces are there inside the text. So trim function just trims or it cuts the spaces at the beginning and at the ending only. It never looks into the spaces in between the string, in between the text. Okay, got it? So if you want to only remove the initial spaces, you can use L trim. That means the left trim, means the beginning spaces. If you want to just remove the ending spaces, you can use R trim. And if you want both, then you can go for the trim function only. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, you can use multiple functions as well. Like you can use L trim first, means L trim first, and over that, whatever will be the output, you can use R trim on the top of L trim. So actually it means only trim function, it is equivalent to trim function, but you can do that. So first L trim will trim the ending spaces, and on the top of that, you are using R trim. So it will be removing the initial spaces. But in general, now you will be able to understand trim function is doing the same thing. But still, you can use two functions together. Even more than that, you can use 3, 4, many functions. What else I can show you? What else? Suppose, okay, replace function I have shown you. Trim I have shown you. Okay, length is there. One popular function is there. Length of winner name. So it is basically fetching the length of each string. So it is 16 character word. It is a 12 character text. So you can pause the class and you can check, you can count. Apart from that, what else I can check? I can do the reverse. So all of them will be done in ready-made way. You do not need to, you just need to know the function names. So I have listed all of them for your help. So, but yeah, you can see it is being reversed. Everything is being reversed. Okay, what else? Okay, for the length, we have already learned length. If we check the data length, so data length is basically returns the length of each character. Okay, the length of the text. So here, all the characters are taking 1 byte each. So the length and data length will be same for them. But in future, we will check, probably will not be able to understand right now. Okay, if I check the metadata of awards, how to see the metadata? You have to just write SPL and then the column, the table name. You can see, if I execute that, the length is 100. Because you are saying, you must be saying like, okay, because you are using varchar 100, that's why winner name is 100, obviously. But in future, whenever we will be using in varchar, you will be able to see the length will be 200. So varchar by default takes 1 character at a time. Okay, that's why the length and data length are same. But when in future we will be using in varchar, I will show you again at that time, like this 16 will be divisible as 32 because in varchar takes 2 bytes for each character. Okay, so for the timing, data length and length are same for varchar. Okay, just remember until this point. So data length is basically size and length is basically the length of the text. That's all. What else we can have here? We can have replicate function. What is replicate? Replicate basically returns the multiple times, that winner name multiple times. If I want to make it 3 times, you can see the names will be displayed 3 times. Okay, what is wrong from my words? Okay, sorry, I guess. Let me run it. Yeah, you can see the same name is being executed 3 times. If you want a space, obviously you can add something. You can add a space and you can run it. Okay, and obviously you will be having an extra space at the end, so you can trim it as well. Okay, to remove the ending space. So the answer will be kind of same. You'll not be able to see the ending space. But this is another way to print a text multiple times. This is a shortcut. You do not need to think much. What else I can use? So if you want to add, suppose, let me see what else we have in this table. Okay, we have award, say. So okay, we have calendar year. So if you want to add winner name, suppose, plus calendar year, say. So calendar year is basically integer. So if you want to add them, it will be saying that string cannot be added with integer. So we have 3 ways to convert it into, we have multiple ways actually, but I can remember for the time being only 3 ways by which I can add them. So the first way is, you can use, obviously winner name, this varchar value cannot be converted to integer, but this integer can be converted to this number can be treated as a text, but a text cannot be treated as a number, obviously. So if I treat this number as a text, okay, so there are 3 ways I can think of. So first, there is a function called str which will convert this number to string. Okay, now people might ask, what this function is doing? It is still 2020, but you can think of, suppose we have an integer 1, a number, and another number 1 plus 1, that will be 2. But if you take a number as a text, so if this is a text and if this is a text, it will be 11. So that is the difference. So if I add my name Devabrata and plus Guha, obviously these are text, these are not numbers, so the final answer will be Devabrata Guha, kind of that. So in similar way, if you consider a number as a text, so 1 plus 1 will not be 2, it will be 11. But if it is number, then it is 2. Okay, so here I am considering as a number as a text. So I am converting that number to text and I am adding it to the winner name, and you can see both of them together. So this is the first way. What are the other ways? We have a cast function. So using cast function, you can convert the year, but the syntax is a bit different. You have to write as varchar something, 100 or varchar 10, whatever you can. Here a year will be maximum 4 characters, so you can give varchar 4. Okay, so string is the easiest way. You can also go for the cast function, but here you have to write what is the destination format. But in case of string, you do not need to mention that. But here you have to mention that. But believe me, cast is much popular than string, str. Okay, because using cast, you can convert anything to anything. Means I can convert this calendar year to numeric as well if you want, or float as well. But string, using this str function, you cannot convert it to string. So convert it to float. It will be only applicable if you want to convert a number to string. But here I can convert it to any part. Okay, but I cannot add it with a string, obviously. So if I show you separately, you can see it is now in float. You will not be able to understand, but it is float. Okay, so you can add it with a float number and you can do the manipulations. Okay, but if I want to add it with winner name, obviously I have to convert it into varchar. Varchar 4 will be enough, I guess. So that is the way. What are the other way I can think of? I can think of another way called convert function. But again, I am saying cast is a multi-purpose, cast has a multi-purpose use. Okay. So anyway, convert is another function where you can mention the destination format at the beginning. Varchar 4, comma, calendar year. So Varchar 4 is the destination format, and then the calendar year is the format, is the field. Okay. So now you can do the same thing here. Okay. So these are 4 ways I can think of. What else I can think of? Okay. I have something called pat index or char index. So suppose if I take a look in the winner's name from the award table. So suppose I want to search something like BA. Something like BA. So if I write pat index and I want to find BA, if there is any BA, this part of the string is available anywhere or not. Suppose if I write winner name, I need the position where BA, this small string will be mentioned. Okay. So I am trying to find BA from winner name field. So here in 15th character, BA is available. You can see at the end, BA is available. You can see for this person, Dr. Henry, the BA, that string is available at the last from the 17th character. So you can search any, even you can search A as well. So A is available at 2nd character itself. For Tulsi Gowda, A is available at 4th character. For Russell Hobby, there is no A. And for Dr. Henry, A is available, I guess, in this position. This is 12th character. Okay. So that's the thing. So pat index is basically is being used to find a pattern, means AB, or you can find any pattern out of a text. Okay. But if you are going for a single character, so we are suggesting not to use pat index, better to search, better to use char index. If you use char index, then it will be better. It will face the same answer. Okay. So pat index, the pat index is covering a larger area, and char index is only made for a single character. So for finding a character, obviously this will be better. Char index, if you use char index, that will be a good one. I hope it is clear. Now if I just obviously these things are available in multiple websites, even in my blog, in multiple parts. But if you face these challenges, suppose some requirements in the real time, then you need to understand what you will be using at that particular moment. No one will going to tell you like, okay, these are the functions you can use. So if I take some examples, like suppose I want to distinguish from this winner name, I want to split it between first name and second name, first name and last name. For Dr. Henry, we have 3 words. So suppose I want to fetch this text in a way, I have to tell a rule first to SQL Server. So whenever I will be finding the first space, I will be splitting it out. For this person, obviously Harekala will be the first name, Hajabba will be the next name. Okay, last name. For this person, Tulasi will be the first name and Gowda will be the last name. For Russell Hobby, Russell will be the first name, Hobby will be the last name. For Dr. Henry, Doctor will be the first name and Henry Madumba will be the last name, kind of that. Okay, so Doctor will be the first name. So I have to give a rule, like whenever I get the first space, I will be splitting it out. You can do it for the last space as well. I will be showing you that. But for the time being, let's do it for the first space. I will be finding the first space. So if I find the first space, I will be obviously giving space here at the character. You can see the first space is available at 9th position for the first person. For the last person, it is available at the 3rd position. So what should I do now? I can use substring now. So substring winner name, I want to apply it to the winner name. And from first character to the character of space -1. Or you can give even this thing as well, but if you use -1, I think that will be better. So if I run this, because let me explain. For the first person, Harekala Hajabba, say space is being found at this position. Okay, just a minute. 0, 1, 2, sorry, not from 0. It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So first space is being found at 9 position. So from first character, I want to take 8 characters. If you take 9, it will print the space. But if you take 8, it will be the simplest name. So that's why I am doing, we have just learned substring in few minutes back. So my suggestion will be pause the class and practice all of them by yourself. Then it will be more clear to you. So take a look. I am using the substring and I am getting the first name. So how to get the last name? So same, let me copy this. If I copy and if I paste, so the again winner name, it will be starting from carry index +1 this time. Obviously it will be +1. It will start from the character after the space, and I do not know what are the number of characters. So for simplicity, I can write the length of winner name, means till the last. Okay, so if I execute, you can say the last name is available. So simply I can name it as first name, and I can name it as a last name here. And if I execute, you can see the full details. So you can also put some logic, like you will be finding the last space, and whenever you get the last space, you can do that. So let me show you some other examples for this. Suppose anyone is looking for the last space or something like that. Let me check what are the columns available in this table. Let me present that with some other examples. So here you can see there is some wiki links. Okay, now I want to find the last part of the link, means only this part. In Wikipedia, you can search the details of these persons. I am really impressed about these persons because they have done a lot, but people doesn't know their name even. People knows there are many people, but we are means we only go behind of the movie stars, the players, their quotes, their life stories, but there are many more people who sacrifice their life, and they are real superhero. Believe me, what I believe, they are real superhero. I cannot do the same, but yeah. So if you this is the link of that person, but if you want to, I'm not actually doing the advertisement of any person, but what I feel that I am sharing actually. Suppose I want to take the name only, the name part from this link, only the name part. So obviously I need to find the last slash. There are many slash available. So if I search for the slash, so it will also, it is obviously fetching me the position of the first slash. But I do not want this slash. I do not want this. I want the last one. So how can I find the last position of this slash? And after that, I need to fetch the substring until the end. So to do this, I need to first reverse. If you can remember, I have a function like reverse. I forgot that I have mentioned that or not. But if I use reverse, this link will be reversed. Take a look. The first link is reversed, and the same happened for the rest of the text as well. But the first text or the first string is reversed. Now, if I try to find the carry index of slash, obviously it will fetch me the position of slash of this position. I mean to say, if I put the reverse, it will fetch me the position of this slash. So let me do that first. I'm doing it step by step. So suddenly, if you check the solution, of any type of solution like this in Google, you will be confused, believe me. You will be thinking, oh my God, this is so tough. But do not think in that way. Do it step by step. So now, if I try to find the position of slash in this reverse of wiki link, what will happen? Let me also print wiki link. So, okay, I have written the spelling wrong. Okay, I think now it will work if I execute. Yeah, you can see. Okay, let me print the reverse as well. Then it will be easier for you to understand. If I execute, you can see it is fetching that 17 is the first occurrence of the slash. What I will do, I will fetch the full name till 17th, till 16th character. So what I will do now, substring. From where I will do the substring? From the reverse of wiki link. Okay, let me put it here. So substring I will be doing on the top of reverse of wiki link, means from this text, from first character to 16th character, I will try to slice the substring. Okay, so from the substring reverse of this wiki link, I want to fetch from first character and the first 16 characters, because space is available in the, not slash is available at the 17th character. So if I do this, I will be fetching this part, the reverse of Harekala Hajappa. So if I run this, you can see, okay, sorry, some problem happened. Okay, I didn't close the bracket of substring. No, something happened, something I'm doing wrong. Reverse of wiki link, the bracket is ending here. One char index of this. Let me check the brackets. Yeah, char index bracket is this. Conversion failed when converting varchar value to data type int. Why it is trying to fetch it into integer? Let me take a look. Okay, reverse of wiki link -1. Okay, I have given it in the wrong position. So char index bracket is ending here. You can see a shaded version of bracket. You can see here char index is ending. So after char index is ending, then I will be doing -1, means 17 -1. So after finding 17, then I'm doing -1. So yeah, there is a high chance that you will be missing something if you do not do it step by step. So I got the part of the name, means this part I have already fetched. So now what I'll be doing, I will be just doing the reverse of the full thing. So now all the names will be printed in the forward way. So take a look. I have successfully fetched Harekala Hajabba from the end. I have successfully fetched Tulsi Gaura from the end. I have successfully fetched the rest of the people as well. So this is the way. So I have used 4 level of functions here. Take a look. So reverse on the top of substring, on the top of reverse, on the top of char index, and char index on the top of reverse again. Okay, I think this reverse is not on the top of char index, but yeah, this is the first, second, third, and fourth. So 4 levels of function to fetch our details. So you have to take some time. I am doing this for last over the decades actually. That's why I know these functions well, but for you, it will take some time to grab those idea of the functions, because functions are not something logical. These are the ready-made ways. But whenever the requirement comes, then you need to think in that way, how we can use the functions in a better way, which functions I need to use. So those are something logical. Okay. So you need to be careful and you need to do the things step by step. If you check the solution at once, you will be confused. Even I will be confused, believe me. I will not be able to understand what they have done if I check it on the first go. At once, if I just check it suddenly, I will be surprised. I will not be able to understand. Okay. So I will always suggest to do the thing part by part. So now for the same thing, if I think of some another examples or some another task, you will be getting more task in my exercise. I'll be sharing that in few minutes, or even if you are following last few classes of mine, so you will be able to understand where the link, where you can find all the details of the exercise. But here, if I want to count the number of slashes, suppose if anyone is asking how many times these slashes appeared in the string or in the text. So you can see here we have 4 slashes. Coincidentally, all of those links are having 4 slashes. So how to count? How I can count the number of slashes? Or if I want to count the number of A in this text, or each of these texts, how can I count number of A? So I can do one thing. Let me copy this wiki link as once again. I have a way. So you have to think on this part. You have a ready-made function called length, obviously. So if I do that, so the length of the first text is 46, then 41, then 60, then 45. And now what if I replace all the, we have learned how to replace. We have, in few minutes back, we have replaced all the A with X. So here I am trying to replace all the slash with nothing. Nothing means nothing. All the slash will be disappeared. Let me show you what I'm trying to mean. You can see the slashes are disappeared because I have replaced that with nothing. Okay. Now, if you count the length of this modified string, let me show you. So it is 42. Now, if you minus, obviously we will be getting how many slashes were there. If you want to count number of A, just replace A with nothing. These are not the rules. I am showing you some practical examples at the time, at the time of workplace. You might require them. So we will be using our brain, using our logical sense to solve this. So these are some easy way out to solve this kind of requirements. So A is present 7 times in the first character. In the second character, it is present 2 times. So I will be requesting you to practice all of them by yourselves. Okay, so that's the thing. And there are many more examples are available. If I show you, just give me a minute. If I show you some of those examples. So let me open the Facebook group. If I go to the group, if I go to the media, if I go to the album, you will be able to see one album like SQL Exercise Basic. If I go into that, and you will be getting one chapter called Formatting String. So you can take a look into this chapter and you will be getting several exercise. Okay. So, yep. So that's all for the day. So practice, we have covered 10 chapters. After ending this chapter, we are now covered 10 chapters. So I will recommend you, I will just suggest you to revise all of them first, then go into the 11th chapter. So from the 11th chapter, it will be logical once again. So practice all of them by yourself, and yeah, all the best. Bye for the day.